Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 94 of Direwolf 20's Let's Play series. I'm having a little bit of fun setting up some stuff. So you remember last episode, we made this awesome thing, which is so cool and super fast and very awesome and very neat and cool. All those things combined. What I'm doing now is, remember we used to have a thing over here. Uh-oh. I'm getting attacked. I don't see anything, but I know they're around. It's alright, I'm gonna hide from them. Can't get me. I'm a bat. And therefore you can't get me. Well, you probably can, but eh. So anyway, we removed this system, if you remember, last episode. Yeah, I hear them attacking. And this, right now I'm just setting it back up the way it worked before. That's all. It was meant to be easy, and then I got attacked by monsters and terrible things happened. But that's okay. We will fix it. Let's tap in up here and just see where our stuff is. There's a cable with some channels available. Nice. Now this is a cable that's on the receiving end of a P2P connection, so that's cool. So we can tap into this cable directly and be just fine. So in theory, we hook this up here, and that should be cool. And now I can request shards, or the things. And I have to go kill some terrible monsters. But I should be able to request crystallized essence. Specifically the magical kinds. Oh. Aha! Where are you? I can see you. I see you. Haha! Sneaky Eldritch Guardians. The one bad thing about, you know, having massive levels of warp is what just happened. Alright, let's kill these things. And then I'll talk about the crystallized stuff. Was that it? Was there only one of them? Oh, you wimps. Just one, huh? Alright. So, back to what I was making. We're going to have to work on maybe cleaning off some of this flux this episode. I might need to build a spa. So we can cover up the wall here so that things look nice again. And now, if I request some crystallized Percantio, for example, and say 100. So it has to craft it all, right? But it shouldn't have a problem doing that. Start. And what we should start seeing happen is this stuff dropping right down here. In theory. In theory. Oh, there it goes. Nice. That's what I'm talking about. So that stuff drops down there, this stuff crystallizes, and everybody's happy. Nice. I was considering going out in the world and finding another Earth-based aura node and dropping it right here, and just throwing down a node stabilizer and transducer, just so we have a bit more earthen power to crystallize even faster. But as it is, I think we're like really ripping through this. Like, look at, you know, we've got a ton of stuff in there, but you'll be surprised how quickly this breaks down and crystallizes. I mean, it's really quick as it is right now. So let me go look around and we'll be right back. Oh yeah, look at this big bad boy that I just found flying around out here. He's going to count as a large aura node. I will take that any day of the week. So let's hit a button here and send him back home, huh? Alright, see you guys back there. Alright guys, so I've got another one of these nifty things set up and ready to go. Let's bring it downstairs. We should have a giant Terra node here. That's actually even bigger than the other one, I think. Not quite sure, actually. So that was an 8. I think this will be bigger. I think this will be like a 9. I'm going to say it's going to be a 9. So I think it's a square root. So yeah, this should be a 9. So we'll put a stabilizer there. We'll put a transducer there. And we'll activate this big bad boy. And we'll make sure to have a crystal there, and he should be able to talk to him. So I'll be back. It'll be about a minute or so before this thing cooks up. Oh yes, I was correct. It was a 9. Sweet. So I think Just need to get this thing talking to it somehow. I don't know if it absolutely requires line of sight or what the deal is. But that should do. Yeah, it looks pretty good, right? Nice. So what if we drop a bunch of stuff in there now? Like a bunch of obsidian. Go! So a bunch of stuff should be very quickly converted. Obviously, my magnet's on, so whoops, but we'll see what happens. So these things should be really quick. Yeah, look at it all. I assume this thing's helping as well? He's got a green laser, so that's definitely implying to me that he's helping out with these things. Yeah, we're getting a lot of stuff. Nice. Yeah, it's pretty quick about how fast it's converting. Look at that. Wow, it is burning through stuff. Ha, that's awesome. All right, so we've got a really fast method of crystallizing our stuff now. Let's move on to some other stuff. I just wanted to finish off that build from last episode, and I think it's pretty good right now. You'll also notice, by the way, I did get rid of the Essentia reservoir. I decided that this thing acts as its own reservoir, so there's really no need for it, and I just was not doing a great job with the whole buffering of liquids stuff. But yeah, look how quickly it's burning through and just crystallizing all the Essentia. That's kind of cool to watch. I like everything about it. All right, we'll be right back. Oh my, with the thick dark fog and the terribleness and the awfulness once again. It's kind of hard to see with this thick dark fog encroaching upon me. Ah, there he is. Haha, found you, Elder's Guardian. There can be a few of these guys, so don't be too surprised if multiples show up. Haha, I knew there'd be more. Wow, there's a lot down here. Alright, time to clean up this flux that I've got going on. Let's see what we can do about this. According to my trusty Thumbanomicon, we can use purifying bath salts to help with our flux, and we can also get some sanitizing soap and an Arcane Spa. Let's take a look at all these blocks and see what we can do about them. There's another one. I knew I heard one. Alright. Back in a minute. Alright, one thing we'll definitely want to get our hands on is an Arcane Spa. So 4 Arcane Stone blocks. There and there with a piston and some bars and some blocks of quartz. Get me that. Cool. To go along with that, we are going to want to make ourselves some purifying bath salts. So we're going to need Aurum, Cognito, Ordo, and Sano. These things will definitely help us out and help keep at bay some of these negative effects that we're getting. And we're going to put them into the Arcane Spa along with some water. Yeah, fill with water and bath salts. We'll automatically mix them and pump the liquid into area above it. The liquid will fill a 5x5 area. Cool. So we're going to try this out. Now, to get these purifying bath salts, I'm going to use the thing that I made just last episode. So we're going to want some Cognito, Ordo, and Sano, right? So let's see what we've got by way of shards. Do we have our crystallized stuff? We've got... I know we've got Alienus. I think that's one of the ones I need. Iter, Percantio, Herba, Vacuous, Tenebrae, Perdito. Cool. So what do I need exactly for the purifying bath salts? We need Aurum, Cognito, Ordo, and Sano. Alright, well I know a good source to get Aurum from. I know a really good source to get Aurum from. But unfortunately I don't think I need any of these. I need them for something else maybe. So let's pop downstairs. Actually, you know what? I'll check. These should have Aurum on them, right? So actually, I'll throw my Ordo and Aurum. This will get me a good healthy dose of that stuff. So this should get me a large amount of crystallized Aurum and Ordo. I'm actually going to throw 2 stacks of them in there. Why? My ring is not on. Why are you magnetizing? There we go. Nice. So that should quickly get me a large amount of Aurum and Ordo. Cool. And then I just need a lot of Sano, so let's see where I can get that from. I can get it from like potions, but I'm just looking if there's something a little bit more reliable. Alright, don't even know where I can get Sano from. Alright, let me go poke around and see where I might be able to get some Sano. And I know I've got Ordo and Aurum already, so the only other thing I need then for a lot of this is Cognito and Sano. Alright, Cognito I know I can get from like books and paper. I want to say paper will give me pure Cognito, right? Yeah, I think so. But you know what? Brains will give me 4 Cognito. So that seems like a good approach. Nice. Why do you keep trying to zap over to me as if I have a magnet on? I don't, as far as I know, have a magnet on me. Alright, so we will let this thing cook, and we'll be back in a minute once I find a source of Sano that I'll be happy with. Alright guys, I found what looks like a pretty good source of Sano for us. You get 3 of it from a basic potion of healing, but you get 6 of it from an instant health too. So per crafting you get about 18 of them. So we should have 36 Sano from these 6 potions that I've got right here in my inventory. And you are the wrong staff. There we go, Thaumcrafty stuff down here. And what we can do... Are you still brewing up what I had in there? Examinus, huh? I must have a... Oh yeah, I threw a bunch of zombie brains in there. Oh, so much stuff. Alright, so we'll drop the potions in. Also, relogging fixed my magnet thing, so don't know what that was all about. But now we've got 36 Sano in there ready to go. So the Examinus is tearing through, doing really good. We'll probably come back here in a moment. What I'll do is wait for this all to break down, and then we'll craft some salts. Meanwhile, did I ever teach the system how to make Salus Mundus? I have some, but I did not teach it. Alright, it's pretty easy. It's just pure... or the balance shards in a smelter. So I'm going to go make some of them right now. Alright, if I'm correct about this, guys, I think I've got one more available thing in here not being used, right? So I've got 4 in use, but I've got 5 total available. So if I wanted to, I could throw a Salus Mundus in here and tell him how to make purifying bath salts. All we need to do is set up the recipe. So we're going to need 6 Aurum. Well, we basically need 6 of each of these, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1 Salus Mundus. So we go toss that upstairs, probably into our manual crucible for a moment. 6, 6, 6, 6, and 1. And that gets me the bath salts with no leftovers. Nice. And then we can teach that to the AE system, right? So we'll just do a quick pattern recipe here, base. And we will say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Remember, you have to be in processing mode to have more than one here. So 6 of each of these. And then a Salus Mundus yields a purifying bath salt. This should be craftable. Go. Good. Okay. Cool. I'll have to teach it eventually how to make these crystallized essences, but we can work on those a little bit later. It already knows how to make some of them, but it doesn't know most of these, especially the Sano one's going to be the hard one to do. Obviously, the Aurum and Ordo is easy, and the Cognito is also easy, but yeah, we'll see. Sano is going to be the tricky one, especially because I need a lot of brewing steps, but we'll be all right. While we're here, let's get a liquid transfer node with a rolled interaction upgrade. Craft one of these guys for me. Thank you. And we should be cool. You know what I'll get is also 2 water buckets. Thank you, auto crafting system. You're the best. 1, 2. All right, downstairs we go. We're going to test this crafting system real fast to make sure I can request some purifying bath salts here. I should just have to put him in here. And then let's try for 4 of them. Actually, I better put these back in here. So I've got 30, so I should be able to do 5. But that's exactly how many I can do based off of... Oh, I'm missing the Salus Mundus. That's right. I should teach it how to make that as well. I'll do that eventually. just crafting, so it's easy. I'll do that off camera. Nice, look at it go. So we're getting our Sano in there. That's cool. Look at it go. I like it. I approve 100% of this working. Bunch of Cognito going in next. It's all going to go in the left one, unfortunately. Oh, that stinks. Because I need 4 of these. That's probably going to be a problem. Well, we'll see what happens. But I think that's going to be a big problem for us, isn't it? Yeah. Because I've got 4 types in there, don't I? Yeah, that might be tricky. Let me see if I can figure out a solution. Alright guys, I think I fixed it, sort of. Threw an Essentia reservoir up here and it seems to be helping, kinda, sorta. Yeah, that looks like it worked. So having the Essentia reservoir up there seems to have allowed me to do what I was doing. So it looks like it's okay, I guess. I don't know, we'll see. But I got my bath salts, so I'm happy. So we'll combine these guys here, and let's go build a little spa. Where should I put this guy? Could put it like right here, right? It's a 5x5 area, I think is what it said. Let's build it into the wall. Let's get out our hammer and do a little digging. All right, maybe not that far. You know, it can do up to a 5x5, but I bet if I did 3x3, it would work just fine. So let's put this guy here. Gonna want a couple waters underneath it, right? So that there, that there. World interaction upgrade. Remove the stone. You should be filling with water. You should be filling with water. Nice. Purifying bath salts. Awesome. That looks good to me. Cool. I have a nice little spa there. We're going to want more bath salts, I think. We're definitely going to want more bath salts. I'll be back in a minute. Alright guys, I have a plan for auto-crafting potions. I've currently got set up here a couple cool things. We're going to want to be a little bit smart about this, but what I think we're going to do is the following. So I'm going to have some cable come down here, and we're going to put an export bus on this guy, and your job will be to export water bottles. Okay, boom. And we'll also put a crafting card in there so it can craft them, because remember, our AE system knows how to craft water bottles. Cool. So once we connect this, this thing should fill up with water bottles from the bottom, in theory. 0 of 8 channels, because why? You should have channels available, I think. Where does this thing come from? Let's do this. And then we'll figure out how many channels we have. 5. We might have tapped out into our cables. All right, hold on. Let me get some more channels down here. All right, so I'm tapping into this dense cable here. This should free me up. So now I'll have 6 down there, and in theory, this will use up 2. And this thing should go over here, which was 19 a second ago, and is now gonna bump up. There we go, 19. It went from 17 to 19. So that's that. I just disconnected back here. So I remove those cables. And then I'll cover this up and make it look nice in a second. And I can put covers on and stuff if I want. See, all kinds of purdy again. Ta-da! I'm a good decorator. No, I'm not. I'm terrible. But it's okay. I'm getting there. See? All fixed. So now if we connect this up again, you should start exporting. You've got a channel. It says device missing channel, but it's lying. Cool. All right. So what I'm thinking is I could have an interface here that tells us how to make awkward potions and how to make different kinds of stuff. Or I could just have one interface with a chest. I think that's the way I'm going to go about doing it. So let's set up the one interface with a chest deal. So what I'm going to do is have this thing here with some item ducts. Sure, impulse sounds good. Servos, that sounds good. We might want another set of them. So get to crafting for me. And we'll probably also want filters. Now these can be basic filters. I don't think well, we'll go with these. Just because I have them crafted already. Alright, so what we'll do here then is say the following. So we will get our impulse item ducts. I'm going to do this in full human form. And boy, is my inventory full as ever. We'll put the essence, this thing away. This can go away. Yeah, I need to get a watermelon seed and another wart seed farm, by the way. And we're going to look at doing that maybe next episode. But for now, we want these to go in the top, right? Brewing stands. I'm trying to remember the eye-sidedness of brewing stands, but I think it's top. But what the heck, we can try it on the side and see what happens. It's so hard to sneak your stuff onto there, but we'll put a servo here and a reinforced filter. Now if I whitelist nether wart, go. I didn't think so, right? So what we're going to want is the following. Item ducts on the top. Like I said, always tricky with the weirdness of these things, but we'll manage. That should do. Whitelist weatherwort and oh wait, you know what, this must have connected a second ago, but okay, cool. Let's try that again. Awkward potion goes in there. So now we've got 3 water bottles, and we say nether wart, and it gets zipped right into there. Better put our filters on these guys too. We'll make them whitelisted empty, which means they won't be able to accept anything just yet. Now we're talking. Cool. So your whitelist will be glistening melon, and your whitelist will be glowstone. And interesting. Why is this grayed out? Maybe only the top tier can let me do that. But that's okay. If we put these guys all in here now, we should see them get distributed appropriately. Nice. Alright, so now I just need to get my awkward potions into here. I don't think I can pull out of the back of this thing, can I? I might need to do this with you know what, I think I'm going to do it with the other conduits, the other cables. So let's do this. Alright guys, I'm going to completely rework my plan for this thing. So there's actually a cable running through the wall here. I have no idea what that is. But we're probably going to want to put an anchor on it. because we don't want it to interfere with what we're about to do. So I would like to have an interface. Get that started. And I'll put the impulse item ducts away. I don't need them anymore. You're going to go here. Okay, so what this thing's going to do is it's going to work in twofold. One, it's going to store water bottles, and we will give it the crafting upgrades so that it can also craft them. And two, it's also going to be responsible for the crafting in recipes, so they'll go into the chest. Cool. So this is keeping water bottles on hand. We're going to use these guys here with this to say 1, 2, 3, go. And only 3 will be kept in there at all times. Nice. All right, so now we're going to want item ducts. You're going to go there. You know what, maybe I'll pull it out the side here. This might work better. Yes, I like the way this looks. 1, 2, 3. That'll be cool. Okay, so you are going to insert with a basic whitelist of glowstone. You are going to insert with a basic whitelist of glistening melon, and you will insert with a basic whitelist of netherwort. Cool. And then we're going to need more basic item filters than I currently have. So let me go craft these real quick. I think I need 3 more. I'm going to grab 1 more just to be safe. I think I need 6 more in total, because we want insert and output. So you are going to be an in-out. So on insert, you're going to insert water bottles. And on extract, always active, you're going to insert awkward potions. Extract, whitelist, awkward potions. Cool. So if we test this guy, we're going to set him to always active. He should throw water bottles in the bottom. And then here we'll put our netherwort in, and they will land in there, and it'll brew it up. Cool. And notice that the water bottles were replaced by this thing. Cool. All right, once that's brewed, it extracted those guys and probably wound up putting them... Oh, no, it didn't extract them yet. It shouldn't have anywhere to put them. Cool. Awkward potions. Now, I should have a few of them. Water bottle. So you will be in and out. We will whitelist on the insert side awkward potions. And that should be about it. Cool. Awkward potions. Nice. So you are awkward, awkward. Once this is fixed, by the way, it'll be less prone to failure. So water bottles. So let's throw our glistening melon in there. That should cook up my healing potion, which we're going to snag one of. So the plan is eventually just to say, hey, these combination of items equals the potion that we want, and then the item routing system here will handle all of it. So all AE needs to know is the recipe. And then we can do other recipes down the line, which we'll deal with in a bit. But for now, we've got our potions of healing. So let's snag this, and we will say in extract mode, basic item filter, whitelist, potion of healing is the only thing that's allowed out. Always active. And then in here will be in and out. Basic item filter, potion of healing. So that might have grabbed, yeah, the awkward potion from here. That's okay. Now that it's filtered. And if we drop a glowstone in here, boom, that should brew out. And then what I'm going to do is tell this thing to extract a whitelist as well. And I'll add the instant healing 2 to it. Always active. Now you have nowhere to put the instant healing 2 potions. So we're going to put them, actually, probably, I'm going to move this. Well, we want to be careful about this. Let's get another anchor here. We'll know this is working if another one of these shows up. In theory. We might be out, it might be crafting it as we speak. But I think it's going to work. Good, and we can put our anchors away. Alright, so then we'll set up... It's a good thing I made the extra because I do need it. Insert, whitelist, instant potions of healing. 2. So that when I connect this up, those will get pulled out. Nice. So now we've got awkward potions here. So all I need to do then is place these and these in, and it should auto-craft everything. So if we watch, and I'll even get some nether wart. So these things should cook up, the glowstones here, and everything should land in the system in the end. In theory. Potentially. Probably, hopefully. Nice. And then these came over here. And then our potions of instant healing are over here. Nice. And if I toss this in, boom, we've got another nether wart right there. Cool. So that should all work. It's a little bit messy, but it actually is really efficient. Because really all we need to do now is tell the AE system the recipe goes in the patterns down here, and the brewing stands will handle the rest. So that's pretty awesome. Nice. Now what I'd like to do is come over here, zoom. No, I didn't want to drop my sword in there. That's the exact opposite of what I wanted to do. Alright, looks like I'm making a new sword. Whoops. That was a big dire derp, but it's alright, it's not the end of the world. I can make another one of them pretty easily. With my current resource set. Cool, so everything's good here. So you're waiting for more potions, you're waiting for more potions, and you're waiting for more potions. Awesome. It's working beautifully. Now, let's go upstairs. Guess in the meantime I'll borrow a Elementium sword. That'll do. Let's do this. So we've got potions. Let's do it up here. Potion of instant health gives me 6 Sano, 4 Percantio, and 1 Aqua. Encode that, and then put it in the interface down here. That is the open crate tile. Cool. So now, in theory, having very little of everything that I need, let's see what happens. You ready? If I request salts, and I want 2 of them, start, notice 1 potion dropped in there already. It's going to spin up, make all its stuff. Over here, we're already smelting the things we need. Cool. And I got purifying bath salts. Nice. And another set should be coming up. There we go. And another purifying bath salts. Awesome. And if I really wanted to be fancy, I could do an export bus to these. Cool, right? So I think I want, let's ask for 4 more of these. Oh, and you know what? Because they went into my inventory, yeah, that was a mistake on my part, but it's expecting bath salts and it doesn't have them yet. That's okay. I'll put 2 more in the AE system in a minute. Yeah, don't let your magnet pick stuff up like that. That is a mistake. But overall, we should have a pretty good thing. And then we're going to take a jump in the spa. See, if we look right now, you can see one of these is probably sitting there saying, hey, where's my bath salts? I'm waiting on them. It's probably this one that's confused. So don't worry. We will fix that in a minute. There we go. All right, I'll come back in a minute when this crafting is complete. How's that? All right, purifying bath salts go in. I'm guessing it's gonna just put that last source block down, and I'm assuming it won't use purifying bath salts again until we need it to. All right, so cooking up one more item here. I'm gonna throw some Percantio in with some rotten flesh. Get myself some magic tallow. I want a magic tallow block. And let's see how... Are you done already? Nice. Love how fast that is. Awesome. So 16 of each and a magic tallow block. So Ordo, Cognito, Alienist this time, and Sano with a tallow block makes for something that's overflowing of terribleness. That's not good. I think I had some stuff left over at some point from somewhere. Corpus. Alright, back in a minute. I have to do that again. Alright, let's see if that is doable again without destruction this time. Hooray! Sanitizing soap. Nice. So I think if we take a look at our sanity checker, and we jump in here, we got Warp Ward. This protects us from the warp effects for 26 minutes. But if you use your soap while under the effects of Warp Ward, it's more effective. Bubbly soap. Can only assume it's doing something, even though it doesn't appear to be. Let me try it for a bit. Okay, it just... Oh, nice, look. I just used up that soap and it disappeared. So, I definitely have lesser... It got rid of all my temporary warp, which is nice. And I think it removed a little bit of my normal warp. It won't get rid of permanent warp, which is the dark purple stuff, but that's okay. I'll manage. So a little bit more of that soap, and I might be able to knock down that warp to the point where it's not as nasty. But of course I've got the warp ward, so that'll keep me protected from evil things for a while. For now though, I think it's time to wrap up the episode. I know, it's running a little bit late. I'm going to off camera remake my sword that I had last episode and accidentally just destroyed, because I'm a derp. But, things happen. So for now, Darryl20 signing off. Hope you enjoyed the episode. We learned how to clean off warp. We auto-crafted some potions with a crazy AE system. I just have to teach it and say, hey, go ahead and drop 1 nether wart, 1 glistening melon, 1 glowstone in here, and you will eventually, after 3 crafting processes, get your really nice healing potions. And then that can be used for the auto-crafting. But we will get to that maybe next episode. What I need to do, though, is get some melons and some nether wart. So both of those things need to be gotten in larger quantities than I currently have. All right, guys, take it easy.